Iron Man to Spider-Man, this man created all of them.
We're talking, of course, about Stan Lee, the man behind the Marvel superhero universe. Our own Jake Hamilton landed the exclusive interview with him while he was in Chicago. Jake.
Yeah, he was in town to meet and greet his fans here in Chicago this past weekend. But when you look back at the 92-year-old writer's career and just how many superheroes he created, you realize quickly that he's one of the biggest pop culture influences of all time. He's the genius behind Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Ant-Man.
When we started doing Marvel Comics, when I started with the Fantastic Four, for the first time we started getting fan mail, and it was written in crayon.
He taught us the power of Thor's hammer, Wolverine's claws, and Hulk's smash.
After a while, it was written in pencil. After a while, I get some fan letters written in ink.
He assembled the Avengers and brought together the Fantastic Four.
Later on, they were typed. And finally, the return address would be from a college here or there. So I knew we were on to something.
In short, Stan Lee wrote your childhood.
But in the beginning, Stan Lee wasn't even my name. My name was Stanley Martin Leiber, a normal name. And I hated people knowing I wrote comics because they hated comics in those days, the grown-ups. They didn't want their kids to read comics.
Stanley Martin Leiber began working as an assistant at Timley Comics in 1939. By the 1960s, the company was renamed to something a little more recognizable, Marvel Comics. And as competitors began to achieve success with their own superhero series, Lee was assigned to create his own. Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, X-Men, the Avengers, all birthed from the tip of Lee's pen. And his newfound success was made all the more special by the fact that he was best friends with the competition, Batman creator Bob Kane.
He had already done Batman by the time I met him, and he never seized every opportunity to say, Batman is so much more famous than those cockamamie things you're doing.
But at 92 years old, Lee still finds it necessary to come out to comic conventions to meet his fans.
If there's one fan anywhere that's unsatisfied or dissatisfied because he or she hasn't met me, I couldn't sleep that night.
His creations were always more than just comic strip characters. They were about what it meant to stand out, stand together, and stand apart. Stan Lee has inspired a generation to believe in the impossible and will continue to give the world something to marvel over. A friend. Thank you so much to Stan Lee, Marvel Comics, and C2E2 for putting up with my many annoying emails and granting me this exclusive interview. You can see Stan's creations on the big screen when Avengers